It's an icon.
It's a tatty bit of old leather.
That belonged to Ned Kelly.
Says the publican.
It's been authenticated.
By who? His aunt?
By the official Ned Kelly Historical Society.
Hysterical Society, more like it.
It's worth a lot of money. Beautiful day. Drive to Widgery. What can go wrong?
We're going to visit Constable Ditz, remember? She's trouble.
Hi, Joe. PJ?
Michelle, you want to hop in? We can drive down and see Kevin at the pub.
We've got a problem.
Of course you do.
Molly Birchall?
Thank goodness you're here.
Do you want to report a missing person?
My neighbour, Hayden Pierce. He's been gone for 2 days. I know something extraordinary has happened.
What?
He's been beamed up by aliens.
This is ridiculous. We have a burg to investigate.
So now you're interested in Ned Kelly's missing saddle?
Well, if it's a choice between that and aliens.
Just because Molly's explanation is a little unorthodox
Unorthodox?
doesn't mean this neighbour isn't genuinely missing.
The only thing missing around here is that woman's brain.
Well, maybe what you're missing is an open mind.
Oh, come on, Joe. You can't believe in that stuff. Right. Open-minded is then.
See?
See what? It's a closed door.
Yeah, but yesterday it was open. I was the one who closed it to stop the chooks getting in. And I haven't seen Hayden since Monday, and his car's gone. The aliens must have beamed that up as well.
So how's this for a wild theory? Hayden Pierce has gone away for a couple of days and he accidentally left the back door open.
No, it's not possible.
Why is that?
Take a look at this.
Molly, I don't...
I should have known he was an alien beacon. He's only been here for 3 weeks, and the chooks have started laying, and Trixie the cow's been giving milk again. And Helen McGirr's pregnant at last. Oh, see? He knew they were coming for him. He was reading up, preparing.
Well, I once read a book on the pyramids. Doesn't mean I believe in the curse of the Sphinx.
Curse of the Mummy. And what about all those archaeologists that just died?
One by one, as soon as they opened the tomb. So, is this him?
No, I don't know who that is. Maybe it's a star child and his time guardian. He was always out here, late at night, staring up at the stars. He's really smart. He knows a lot about a lot of things. He's been to Malaysia, China.
Jupiter.
See? He only got halfway through it. It fits in with all the stories. There he was on Monday night, staring out at the pearly sky. And then, whoosh, beamed up.
I wish I could be beamed up.
Me too.
You should be able to tell the difference between a genuine complaint and a woman filling in her day with fantasy.
I'm sorry for wasting your time, but Molly was really convinced, and you were here anyway. I thought...
Of course we were.
Hayden Pierce is probably off fishing.
Oh, I don't think the aliens would allow that. As I understand it, most people are abducted so that they can be analysed scientifically.
Oh, you are just a hoot.
A complaint has been made, and the least we need to do is fill out a missing persons report.
Well, I'm sure that's well within the talents of Senior Constable Delarue. Meanwhile,
We have a real crime to investigate.
Well, that's where it was. Been in the family for a century. An heirloom.
And when did it go missing?
Monday night. First I thought it was a prank, but stayed gone.
Any idea who might have taken it?
There was a mob of bikers in here on Monday. It could have been them.
Would they know what it was?
There was a plaque as well, spelling it out. It's gone too.
Do you know Hayden Pierce?
A new bloke out on Foster's Lane? Yeah. He's been in here once. He bought a slab. Excuse me for a minute.
What's Hayden Pierce got to do with the missing saddle?
Well, they both disappeared at the same time.
You think he's involved with the theft?
No, I was thinking maybe the aliens took Hayden in the saddle.
Now, these bikers, do you remember their tags or their colours?
Well, they seem to be dressed mainly in various shades of black. They had a skull and crossbones and, a rose.
But Jonesy said it'd be the black geraniums.
Given said a rose.
Well, maybe he doesn't know his flowers. They're a small New South Wales group with formed for drugs. But stolen antiques doesn't really sound like their thing.
Did you see any of these bikers on Monday night, Rochelle?
No.
What, no complaints?
No. But I did follow up on that Hayden Pierce's missing person case.
Well, it's a report, not a case.
He hasn't used his bank accounts or his credit cards for the past 48 hours.
Well, it could be fishing or camping. There are pastimes that don't involve the combination of plastic and shopping.
You're not on this planet.
Men are quite capable of entertaining themselves in the great outdoors.
Yes, and men are also quite capable of getting themselves into trouble in the great outdoors.
OK. We'll make sure he hasn't had an accident.
An accident? I don't think so.
PJ,
I mean, I think I would have noticed.
Quite so
if he'd
fast.
driven a tractor anywhere.
Rabbit burrows, you have to watch out for them.
Particularly
Yeah, well, in
as he doesn't
future.
actually own a tractor.
As long as you know.
Wow!
Oh, it's just my ankle. I think it's twisted.
OK?
Yep, I can still walk on it.
I've got some herbal balm at home, Constable. It's excellent for...
Really?
Oh, my God. He's back. The aliens have let him go. I wonder what he remembers. The things he must have seen. Maybe they've given him drugs. Hayden, are you all right? Did they hurt you?
Molly, and is something the matter?
Oh, she's sprained her ankle.
Do you need an ice pack?
No, she's fine. Sir, do you mind telling us where you've been the last couple of days? You see, Molly here has been very concerned, and she's had us checking all manner of, possibilities.
I told them. I told them that you'd been abducted by aliens, but they wouldn't believe me.
So, if you wouldn't mind putting our fears to rest.
Molly was right.
I was.
I was taken by aliens. It was a Monday night. I was standing on my balcony staring at the stars.
And drinking coffee.
We found your half-empty cup.
You went inside my house.
Well, we had an official report from Molly. We had to take her disappearance seriously.
Of course. Of course. Anyhow, I was suddenly enveloped in this bright, white light. It seemed to be coming from a point out in the paddocks.
You were drawn to it?
Well, yes. As I approached it, I felt...
Warm? Welcomed?
Exactly. The light seemed to be coming from this large, saucer-shaped object.
The mothership.
Shell?
It's in all the literature. The witness reports are surprisingly
Yeah, I would like to
consistent.
hear Mr. Pierce's witness report, if you don't mind.
Well, that's it, really. I was drawn up into it, and I don't remember much after that.
So when did you get back? You see, we didn't see any mothership deliver you.
No, that's the funny thing. I woke up in my car a couple of miles the other side of Widgery.
Mr. Pierce, when was the last time you were in the pub?
I'm not much of a drinker, if that's what you're suggesting.
I'm not suggesting anything, I'm just asking a question.
I was in there once to buy a carton of beer. Mainly for if friends came around. As I said, I'm not much of a drinker.
Doesn't need alcohol. He's a hell of a storyteller all by himself.
Why would the aliens leave him in his car?
Well, that's the one bit I do believe, that he drove somewhere and that he drove back.
Yeah, but where and why?
There's only one explanation. And it's not that one, that Hayden Pearce is our saddle thief. Right. He's been to the pub. He's seen the saddle. He's worked out that it's worth a bit, right? On Monday night, he sneaks in, he grabs it and flogs it down in Bendigo or Melbourne.
But what about his story? It was all pretty vivid.
He comes back. He's got coppers all over him. He's got a guilty conscience and no alibi. Molly hands him this alien story on a platter. He grabs it.
It is a bit of a coincidence that Hayden and the saddle went missing at the same time.
Unless the aliens took
Don't go there.
But it's true. They come to our
Repeat
civilization
after me.
to-
There are no aliens.
There are no aliens.
Right. It's fair drive down to Mount Thomas. Joe?
Yeah, I might stay here, actually. What do you say we cheer up with a bit of a dinner at the Bushranger?
Oh, yeah. That'll be good, yeah.
Sure you're right?
Yeah, it's fine, really.
Ah.
Gaza.
Pretty good, huh?
Very block, local, reasonably harmless most of the time.
Nice to meet you. What's with the, Molly, I guess you're spreading the alien word. Okay. Fish. Long way from the sea.
I'd stick with the steak.
Yeah.
Can I buy you lovely ladies a drink?
No, thanks, but you can tell us if you were in here on Monday night.
Yeah, sure, I'm here every night.
Do you remember seeing some bikers?
Not really.
Well, what about the saddle? Did you see that?
Yeah, it was here at closing time.
How do you know that?
Because I patted it for luck, like I always do when I leave. My theory is someone found the side door unlocked and helped themselves.
Okay. Why would the side door be open?
I don't know.
Kevin. Any possibility the thieves came through your side door then?
Could be. I've lost the key.
So it's just permanently open, is it?
I suppose so. Do you want a signed statement or something?
Not at the moment. Just 2 of the specials and a couple of glasses of house red.
Here on.
I'm not saying it was a flying saucer. I'm just saying if there was such a thing, that's sort of what it would look like.
How far away was it?
It's hard to tell.
It could have been the mine over at Tulip Springs.
That's like 30 k's away.
We're in the country, lights reflect.
Yeah, I guess. It was just, I don't know, it was weird, that's all.
We need to get going. The boss wants an update on this stolen saddle.
Ah, yes, let me tell you the side door theory.
Tell me on the way.
Yeah, I just want to say goodbye to Rochelle. She slipped in. I didn't want to wake her. So. Hey! Oh, your ankle. Look!
Totally mended.
Well, that's great.
And I feel better than I have in years.
Are you okay, Rochelle?
Seems like I've got to thank the aliens.
The aliens?
I know this sounds crazy, but I was beamed up last night. I was on the mothership. I work hard. and I saw this white light outside the window. And I know this sounds stupid.
I saw it too.
Well, I checked your room, but you were still asleep, so I went outside to check it out.
So I must have woken up after you. And you walked out there.
Yeah. I felt like I was being drawn in.
What happened?
Well, I just started feeling warmer and warmer, and the lights got brighter and brighter.
So what I actually saw was like the thing taking off.
Yeah, I reckon.
So did you see any aliens? What did they look like?
There are no aliens.
Exactly where the afterburners of a spaceship might be.
It's a bit of burnt grass.
Well, look at the size of it. I mean, it's easily big enough to transport people to another planet.
No way. Look, that's not big enough to transport somebody to another planet. I mean, you've got to count the aliens, the human beings, the amount of food. I mean, God knows how... What am I talking about? Listen, there are no aliens, OK? Rochelle is crazy.
She might be a bit naive, but she's not crazy.
Vic Police doesn't park its best and brightest out in Widgery.
Jay?
No, I don't even know what the aliens want with her.
Well, if she was beamed up, they obviously wanted her more than they wanted you.
There are no aliens.
Big night last night. This alien stuff's good for business.
Anyone dodgy about?
How do you define dodgy, precisely?
Well, anyone who might spike a girl's drink.
No. What's it got to do with my saddle, anyway?
Well, I'm just following another line of inquiry. Now, this side door of yours, Senior Constable Parrish tells me that sometimes you leave it unlocked.
Yeah?
Well, wouldn't that invalidate your insurance?
Doesn't mean I don't use the bolt. In fact, I distinctly remember throwing the bolt over on Monday night.
Right.
So that means that somebody else must have unbolted it during the course of the night. That biker gang, for example?
Rump steak with mushroom sauce. What's on tonight?
Rump steak with Diane sauce.
Tomorrow night?
Rump steak with pepper sauce.
I'm sensing a pattern.
The steak is very good.
Right. Thanks. Oh, any of the locals? Are you on both nights?
Did you happen to have dinner at the pub last night, Gazza?
How'd you know?
Do you have the special?
Man, you're good.
With the mushroom sauce.
Awesome. You must be working for them.
Him?
The aliens.
I've got one Gazza block parked in the interview room.
Gaza?
He reckons he spent the night on Mars.
What, another one?
Another one who had steak at the pub last night.
That's what we had.
But you didn't have the mushroom sauce, did you, Joe?
No, of course I hate mushrooms.
Exactly. I think we've just found the alien transport vehicle.
The mothership.
No. Magic mushrooms.
My God. What if they took bits off me? Or added bits? Don't they put chips in and stuff?
Gary...
What if they come back for me?
They're not gonna come back.
Yeah, you would say that. He's one of them.
That was the hospital. I tested positive for psilocin. The active ingredient in magic mushrooms. So I wasn't beamed up. But it seemed so real. Come on, the warmth, the lights. I
Okay,
saw...
you can talk to Gazza about it when you take him home. Oh, come on. Don't tell me you're disappointed too.
Just for a minute to think of the possibilities.
Hey, what is so unpleasant about everybody's lives that they want to be beamed up to another planet?
Unimaginative boyfriends. Come on. We've got to go and get some of this mushroom sauce.
Well, there was none left. The sauce was a hit.
Well, I got whacked to the side of the head.
So far, we've sent 4 people for testing. The percentage of psilocin showing up indicates a very high level of the active ingredient. Someone mixed quite a lot of magic mushrooms with your sauce.
Whoever got half the town stoned did it on purpose.
Question is who?
Well, how would I know?
Well, your saddle is stolen Monday night. Your sauce is sabotaged Wednesday night. Someone's got it in for you.
Well, I can't think of anyone.
Well, I'd beef up your security. None of this maybe locking side doors.
Thanks. So who spiked the food?
Well, there's only one person that I can think of.
Oh, who?
Hayden Pierce.
Of all people in town, why choose him?
Because he's the only one who was talking about the alien abduction story before steak night.
Maybe you do think outside the square. Well, it does seem a lot of trouble to go to.
Well, not if he's covering the theft of a genuine Ned Kelly saddle.
Isn't that Hayden's car?
Making another visit to the pub?
Which means he could have more magic mushrooms with him.
You don't need a search warrant for a vehicle. Get out of your vehicle, please, sir.
Is something wrong?
Cover the trailer, thanks.
I'm in a bit of a hurry. Can we do this another time?
Trailer, please. I think we have just found our alien beacon.
I'm always playing with mechanical things. Electricity, anything.
And the lights?
Something I'm rigging up for the chooks.
Chooks?
To keep them laying through winter. Poultry behaviour is predicated on the amount of light bouncing through the retina.
Fascinating.
Were you using these lights last night?
Well, yes. That's the point. To test them at night. If I can recreate summer light artificially, the chooks will lay on a summer performance ratio.
But there's no need to rotate the lights, is there?
Well, of course there is. You are familiar with the notion of the Earth revolving around the sun?
Of course. The speed of one rotation every 24 hours, not 40 rotations a minute. I mean, at that rate, your chooks would lay 40 eggs every hour.
Well, we can't charge him with lying, we can't charge him with rigging up a light system, and we can't charge him with spiking the mushroom sauce because we still don't know if he did it.
Of course he did it, to divert attention away from the saddle theft.
It's just all it was.
Yeah. I mean, look, otherwise, why would he spin the abduction yarn?
Oh, to get your goat?
Well, if he didn't steal the saddle, who did?
Well, anyone could have. Kevin could have taken it himself.
No, I want to know everything there is to know about Hayden Pierce.
What's to know? He's a very nice man.
Did you discuss Kevin Reardon's saddle?
You mean Ned Kelly's saddle? I don't think so. Most of our talks were about the extraterrestrial. As far as I know, Ned never had any out-of-body experiences.
Molly, did you see Hayden drive anywhere on Monday night?
No. Like I said, he was looking through his telescope as always. Now, can I go? I have to finish packing. For the aliens?
You did explain about the mushroom sauce, about the hallucinations.
Yes, I was... Well, no.
Molly, there is no spaceship. The mushroom sauce was spiked with an hallucinogen.
No, there was definitely a spaceship. There are burn marks in my back paddock. And Rochelle, you were one of those beamed up.
Well, no. No, I wasn't, Molly. But it can't hurt to be packed just in case. It's a small community, PJ, and it's important I'm being seen to be sympathetic. sympathetic to local interests.
But what is sympathetic and has gone completely over to the dark side.
I can tell the difference.
Some of us are organising a bit of a gathering this afternoon, if you're interested.
Oh, I'd love to.
Be there before sunset. That'll give you time for a sausage sandwich before the mothership lands.
Oh, yum. Hey.
Please give me some news from planet Earth.
Yeah, I can do better than that. I can give you a prime suspect for the saddle theft, and it's not Hayden Pierce.
Then who?
Guess who insured their saddle last month for $15,000?
Now, that saddle is worth more to me on the wall than it is in the bank.
Yeah, how's that?
The tourist factor. I mean, Ed Kelly's saddle's a big draw card.
Well, Widger's kind of off the main tourist trail.
That's why we need something big like this to attract the tour buses. Something no other town's got.
Mr. Eden, is your business in trouble?
I make ends meet.
Did Hayden Pierce show any interest in the saddle?
I think he looked at it.
The person with motive is Kevin Reardon.
As I recall it, the divorce was pretty bitter. Kath Reardon wanted half the pub. For a while there, Kevin looked like selling.
Well, he obviously kept it.
By the skin of his teeth and with some pretty hefty overheads.
$15,000 cash would be a lot more valuable to him than some lump of leather on the wall. And I don't care what he says about tourist buses. They haven't exactly been queuing up while he still had the thing.
Well, maybe they'll start. Once they hear aliens have been taking people from Molly Birch's backyard.
Oh, don't you start.
The point is, Hayden Pierce is a relatively wealthy man. Would he really go to all that effort for $15,000?
Oh, he's got to be involved somehow. I mean, why would he make up this silly alien stories?
Maybe what he's involved in is something else entirely.
It really looked like a flying saucer.
It was full on, and I didn't have the mushrooms.
First thing you think of, is it? When someone goes missing, they've been beamed up by aliens.
See, this is when reading your star sign actually comes in handy. We'll be beamed up by aliens, so pack undies.
Yeah, I wonder what Rochelle's star sign said yesterday.
Yeah, Sag.
Let's see. Here we go. Something new will happen in your life. Maybe a new man. Expect a trip to outer space.
Bad luck, eh?
Expect a bumpy ride.
You are all hilarious.
What did your sign say yesterday, PJ?
We'll have grumpy mood and closed mind.
You know what? All your minds are so open, I can hear the wind just whistling through.
PJ?
I'm kidding.
No, Pete, check this out. It's that kid. When did this happen?
It was Monday. It was the big news of the week. Didn't you hear about it in Widgery?
Well, maybe we are talking abduction.
Child abduction. So 5-year-old, cute as a button, Oliver Carter goes missing from Melbourne Airport on Monday night. The same night, Hayden Pierce goes missing.
The kid was booked on a flight to Spain with his mother and her Spanish-born partner.
You forget I've been watching the news. They were duty-free shopping when the boy vanished.
Yeah, and airport security wasted 2 hours looking for a lost boy before it even occurred to anyone he might have been kidnapped.
There's no ransom demand.
No.
Maybe it was some sort of pedophile ring.
Well, there are quieter places to snatch a kid than the international airport.
And you think Hayden Pierce is connected?
Oh, well, sure he is.
I bet you're saving the best till last.
See, Hayden Pierce is the boy's uncle. Hayden's brother, Murray, is the boy's father. He's also a substance abuser.
His ex-wife applied for sole custody in one, and now she wants to relocate to Spain.
You think Hayden took the boy to stop her?
No luck with the warrant.
Look, we have to get into Hayden's house. He could have the boy anywhere.
Well, the magistrate said being a relative of a non-custodial parent isn't enough grounds to suspect child stealing.
Look, it's beyond the bounds of coincidence. These two things aren't connected.
Yeah, I know, but not according to the magistrate. He gave me a very long and boring speech about coincidence.
Detective Hesham,
Yes, that's right.
you have news of my son, of Oliver. Do you have him? Do you know where he is?
Sally, when was the last time you saw Oliver's father?
Yesterday. I had to tell him about his son.
Your son went missing on Monday, though.
I didn't know where Murray was. I finally found him in a rehab clinic.
And how was he when you saw him?
Devastated.
He was going to lose his son anyway, though, right? Well, you were going to take him to Spain.
The court gave me custody. Murray was hopeless.
Is it possible that your ex-husband took your son?
Murray couldn't organise his way out of a paper bag, never mind. There's no way.
You might have had help.
Senior Constable.
Mr. Pearce has agreed to come in and discuss the missing saddle.
We'll take you to Widgery.
You bastard! Where is he?
excuse me.
Where's my baby? What have you done? You can't take him!
But it's all right for you two.
Hayden, I am getting remarried.
Where's Oliver?
I have no idea.
That's not what it sounded like out there.
I was merely pointing out the irony to Sally.
You wanted to teach her a lesson.
Not at all. But if the universe wanted to teach her a lesson, I can do nothing but sit back and applaud.
Oh, you don't think that's a little harsh?
My brother loves his son. He was there at the birth. He's been there every day since. Till Sally kicked him out. And now she can just take him away to another country.
The court gave custody to Sally. They must have thought it was in Oliver's best interest.
To go to Spain. When his family and friends are here, his father...
So you went and righted the wrong?
No. I went to spend a few days with my brother because I knew he'd be having a tough time of it.
So you invented the alien abduction story to cover your absence?
I knew Molly wanted to believe it. She's a lonely woman.
Just one big humanitarian, eh?
What are you standing around for? We should be getting Oliver.
Sally, we have tried for a search warrant. We just don't have enough evidence.
Where's Hayden's house? I'll go. I don't need a warrant.
Just take a second. Just take a... I promise you, you'll find your boy.
We need to keep Hayden on side so he can lead us to your son. Constable Rayner can take you to your hotel while we finish interviewing him.
I want to go with you.
Look, we'll inform you the minute we find anything out, I promise you.
Has your ex-husband ever been violent with your son?
He was a hopeless husband, but he just adored Oliver.
We'll keep you informed.
Is Murray still in Melbourne?
Well, he was when I rang the rehab clinic an hour ago. He's been there for 4 weeks.
Good. I'm going to charge you.
With what? I haven't done anything.
Introduce the drug of dependence to another person. We have reason to believe that you were behind the magic mushroom doping at the Bushranger Hotel.
I wasn't anywhere near the pub.
We'll leave it to the courts, eh?
No court in the world will believe you. And even if they do, what will I get? A fine?
Well, it could be up to $3,000.
I'm not a poor man, Detective.
Well, not to mention 1 year imprisonment.
Now you'll be remanded overnight to face a magistrate in the morning.
Overnight?
Yeah, we'll drive you to St David's after we process the charges.
I can't possibly stay in jail overnight.
That's not that bad.
The cells are quite modern, actually.
No, I can't possibly stay.
Well, you'll be back by late tomorrow.
Well, Friday latest.
Friday?
Of course, the court holds you over for another 24 hours.
I can't possibly. I must get home, I must. There's Oliver to...
Yes?
He'll be scared if he's left alone overnight. Oliver loves his dad. Loves his family. Loves his friends at school. He doesn't want to go to Spain. You'll see. Oliver! Someone's taken him. I don't know where he is. I told you that.
Maybe this was part 3 of your clever plan.
Anyone who comes up with alien abductions and magic mushrooms to cover child stealing isn't beyond a double bluff.
I don't know anything about magic mushrooms. I told you that. I went along with Molly's alien abduction story because I just got back from the airport and I panicked when I saw the police car. Oliver was in the house behind me. If you'd walked in right then, it would have been all over. That's why I came with you.
And the lights?
I rigged those up to add credence to the story. I thought if people in town might see them, they might go along with the spaceship theory.
And drugging the mushroom source would only help them,
No. I wouldn't know a magic mushroom from a normal one. And can you really see me sneaking into the pub?
Well, you snuck into the airport.
Hidden in a crowd of thousands. Please. I don't have Oliver. I don't know where he is. Someone else has taken him.
There is one other possibility. Hayden is saying that you took Oliver back.
What?
No, I'm sorry, but I have to ask this. Where have you been the last couple of hours?
At the pub. You told me to wait there.
I know, but it would be plenty of time to get out to Hayden's property.
I don't even know where it is. And why would I steal my own son when the law entitles me to custody? Oh, God, this is incredible. Did you find anything?
Look, there's no sign of him. He could have opened the door himself.
All right, we need to organise a search. Senior Constable, get down to the pub and round up some volunteers, thanks.
What do you think we need backup from Mount Thomas?
Oh, look, just see how we go. The kid might be in some paddock crying somewhere.
Before I forget, Rochelle had an idea about the missing saddle.
Oh, yeah?
She said Kevin and Gazza are thick as thieves.
You think Gazza might be hiding it?
Well, it was a bit strange when he was telling us about the side door.
Hang on. Isn't that smoke again? Isn't Hayden supposed to be on his way to St David's?
Yeah, and whose car's that?
Here we go.
Hey!
I didn't do anything!
Who are you, mate?
Murray.
Murray Pierce? You'd be Hayden's brother, wouldn't you?
How do you know?
Must be our psychic ability. Get up.
When my ex told me that Oliver had gone missing, I didn't know what to do. I got out of rehab early and thought I'd just kind of drive up here and visit Hayden, and... You don't know where he is, do you? He seems to have disappeared too, a bit like...
He's in police custody.
Far out.
We're charging him with abducting your son.
Oliver? No, Hayden wouldn't do that.
When was the last time you saw Hayden? Mr. Pierce, if your brother has hidden your son somewhere and you know about it, you're an accessory.
I don't know anything, honest.
When was the last time you spoke to him?
He came to visit me Monday morning at the clinic. He knew I was getting out at the end of this week, and he said I should drive up here and he'd have a surprise for me.
Well, if that's true, why did you do a runner when you saw us?
Well, I saw the uniform and I panicked. I forgot I'm clean now. Are you saying that Hayden had Ollie?
And now he's missing again. Now, either your brother has moved into another location, or he's wandered off.
Oliver's never been to the country before. He could get himself into big trouble.
Well, we have people out looking for him.
Sorry for interrupting. Gaz is in town for the mothership arrival. You want me to question him about that saddle?
You go too. I don't want you getting beamed up again.
Welcome, everyone.
Get your sausages here. Come on, fill up for the journey. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Want a snack? How about a T-shirt?
Oh, yes, very witty. This your idea, is it?
Nah, Kev's. I'm looking after it for him while he rounds up the other volunteers.
Ah, quite a money-making little enterprise. You're good mates with Kev, aren't you?
Yeah, we get on okay.
You go a long way for a mate, right? Any chance you'd steal a saddle for a mate? Look over there. Doesn't he look cute as a button?
The Star Child will welcome them, bearing a fruit of the earth as an offering.
Molly. Hello, Oliver. Is that your name?
Your mummy's looking for you.
Look who's here. Mummy.
Ollie! Oh! You okay? You sure?
Can I see him? I want to see him.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh, please, he's my boy. I swear I didn't know what Hayden was up to. I swear it.
Spain's a long way away. Let's go on.
Daddy! Are you coming to Spain with us?
No, son.
Can I stay here with you?
Wish you could.
That's enough. Tell Hayden his stupid plan was for nothing. We fly out to Madrid tomorrow.
He could get a court order.
I wouldn't do that. Hayden's caused enough trouble as it is. Give that a hug and goodbye kiss.
You're lucky he could have made this hard for you.
I want Daddy to come too.
He can always visit us in Spain if he gets his act together.
And how am I going to do that? I'm broke.
Get your stupid brother to pay. He owes you.
Well, there goes the mothership.
I don't thank me for the volunteers. We were happy to help.
Well, that's not exactly why you're here.
Oh?
You're here so we can charge you.
Charge me? What with?
Let's see. Make a false report.
Gazza confessed to hiding the saddle for you.
Attempt to obtain property by deception.
Gazza again?
And introduce a drug of dependence to another.
Now, Kevin, you spiked your own mushroom sauce, didn't you?
Good for tourism, eh? You had to hide the saddle to get the insurance cash and then didn't have anything to draw the tour buses.
I was thinking of the town.
Yeah.
Widgery needs something like this. Put it on the map.
Whatever.
We could have been the Stonehenge of the Southern Hemisphere.
Nice work today, Senior.
Ooh, pumpkin soup with cream and chives. Yum, yum, yum.
Well, we'll take you back to Widgery.
Oh, thank you. Constable Jones.
Senior?
Oh, let me give you a hand, mate.
Oh, no, it's fine.
No, I'll go.
I can carry it. Oh, dear.
Oh.
I think I can take it from... Thank you.
You know, I'm a teensy-weensy bit sorry the mothership turned out to be a furphy. Not that you'd care, of course.
There are more things in heaven and earth than you have ever dreamed of, Joanna.